Victor is something that we've seen a few times in the past.
Hey,
had to
Victor is not boring. He's just different.
You know what? It is a matter of taste, and I am unfair. Remember we talked about Shook's early game impact? He finds Wadid. Yonan's going to get caught up. Summoning his spells already blown. Wadid's going to get chased under the tower. And that's bloody brilliant, that is.
That is absolutely fantastic for the bottom lane of NIP, as we now see Brightstalker come to the top lane.
Well, this time round, Shook not involved in first blood for his team. Wasn't necessary. Brightstalker should be able to run down Prophet. Flash away from Prophet, leaped forward by Brightstalker, and that's one of the earliest kills. But Nagne continues to be the focus. No flash, remember. Shockwave catches him. Brightstalker makes it look easy. Welcome to the early game. 2-0. Snorker and MIP, they're not done yet, grouping up top.
Really good gank in the middle lane, but let's see if NIP can make something happen in the top.
Chain of Corruption needs to connect, flash, and it does! Foxy gets rooted, gets burned down, gets knocked up, and Shook sends him to the fountain.
A lot of flashes were used and a lot of ultimates, but
the support.
They've got to read this, like, it has to feel wrong.
Well, Shook ends up into the Chain of Corruption. We doubted that for a moment, but that made it work. Teleport's also
not going in. And so you end up with this mishmash as Nagne
gets the heal and the flash to safety. Brightstalker looks for the isolated damage, tastes Nagne's fear. Equalizer not the greatest direction as Prophet is looking for a reply. 1-for-1, and the tower goes down in the exchange. First play to NIP on that one. Prophet finally killed at the back end. Kills are even, NIP get the tower.
It backtracks what we saw in game one. Even though they lose the mid towers, we go for fight mid.
They do indeed. Everything combos. Betsy's just dropped. But EQ's hitting all of those chains of... Actually, everybody in NIP. Teleport's coming in from Prophet. Remember, it's a Cogmore with Blade of the Ruined King. Roccat take down Baron. It's gift wrapped. NIP were simply not there. It's up the map. Now let's see what Foxy can do. Gonna hop over that siege minion. Don't think he's gonna escape that Braum passive. Goes Mega Gnar, gets a good stun. Boulder toss as well, a lot of damage coming out, but not quite so as level plays. Nagne as well. He's gonna get shut down, so it ends up being a 1-for-1 trade.
Out of Shook.
And we've got to go back to the discussion we had in the previous game. Cross-group play is coming up. Let's see how Roccat escaped the seismic shove. Not gonna be enough. Death sentence from Wadid, not finding his targets today. Was able to connect to Fnatic a little more consistently. Top lane inhibitor is down. Middle inhibitor is about to fall. NIP are running out of objectives to defend. Death sentence on Splyce not going to be enough. Well, Shook is down. That's a two-man play into the box. This could be the final fight. Yonan takes down the tower and is spitting living artillery after living artillery onto the NIP backline. Betsy, by the way, has still not fired that shockwave. All three inhibitors are down, and Roccat are on the verge of an undefeated week. Potentially a more difficult opponent.
Yeah.
And for Roccat, man, imagine if they take down Splyce as well. How interesting that could be. Splyce just gets shot to pieces.
And just bear in mind, the reason why it's very exciting as a European fan too is because last split it was super one-sided. All of the top teams were beating everyone below them, and there was no real expectations for upsets up until Roccat suddenly went for that huge win streak. Now that we have this influx of Misfits, Splyce, Roccat all stepping up, it makes this cross-group play even more important.
More competition gives us better quality teams.
Yep.
More exciting games. Well, for this one, especially if you're a Roccat fan, Brightstalker's looking for one last engage. He's trying to solo out Nagne on the side. Betsy's going to get the final hit. Shook is stuck in between Roccat. Nexus turrets are falling. Equalizer finally gets fired, and Prophet is just doing what little he can. It's a triple kill for Betsy, looking for the quadra kill. He needs one more kill. Roccat are going to try, and it's stolen. Scumbag Yonan denies the penta as Roccat kill the ninjas.